So as I observe from within this body I possess, I become aware that everything is forever changing. This natural ebb and flow, this constant flux, this movement, this happening, always in the present moment. And as I look within my temple of flesh and blood, I can witness how there is a constant movement, a constant changing. Nothing is never not moving, but the thing that can remain consistent is this awareness. That is what I am. This naked, intrinsic awareness, the witness, the silent, wise witness. Take the time now just to observe and feel this movement within you. Allow it to take place. Allow it to take place. Take this time now to observe the sound that your vehicle, your body of flesh and blood makes as the natural ebb and flow of breath comes and goes. Take this moment to become aware. Greetings, brothers and sisters. I'm the avatar known as Tao Chi Kai. I'm with you for warm. And welcome to you, dear viewer, watching now, observing now from the future, wherever you are, whenever you are. Hope you're doing well. And if you're not, you're gonna do well. So welcome to this Ly Chi Gung online session. And we are just continuing on from what we have been doing as thus. These sessions here are to help, hopefully, remind you of the present moment. And we've become very aware in this state of being that we are inside a vehicle, a body. For many of us, when we become in disarray, when we feel insecure about ourself, our actions, our motives, when we're not very aware of what our destination can be, it is because we're not present within the being. There is a disconnection between driver and vehicle. So what we do to help ourselves in these situations is to find a constant, something that is a natural force. And within your being, you will witness that the breath comes and goes all by itself. It does this even when you are asleep. This body, this temple of flesh and blood that you possess, it does everything by itself. But you, the one that I'm speaking to now, the one that is known as whatever you label you put yourself, you are the driver. And when you become disconnected from your being, what you have been doing thus far has been holding on to the breath, either not letting it go or come. And your body will start feeling this disarray. It starts becoming fragmented. And this is why you feel uneasy. And these sessions here is to help you to let go. I'm talking to you, the driver. It's almost like your body is a horse, a steed, a cavalier, some sort. And just for these moments here, I want you to try to let go of the reins. Just to become at one, just to sit on your horse and allow your horse to roam freely. When we do this, we now allow the body to really do what it does best. And that is to be natural. And ourselves, us, the ego, this character that we play, we become humbled by this. We start to form a compassionate relationship with our body. And together we become a being, a verb, a happening together. It sounds very serious, doesn't it? And there's always very solemn words when I say this, because in my everyday waking life, I'm reminded by all the sentient beings that I am experiencing this life with, that I must do the same for myself. Because when we are not aware of this being that we possess, there is a lot of suffering, be it emotional, psychological, or physiological. But when we take this time now, in these moments here, to really allow our body to express itself freely, we can start to allow certain ailments, certain physiological states, certain psychological states to seek conclusion. So rather than swarming around in our minds, in the cages that we have built for ourselves, when we become at one with the body, these will start to dismantle, and you shall see there will become more fluidity in your movements, but also fluidity and lucidity in the way you are perceiving things. And this lucidity is present in the present moment. Let's do this. Please get off your seats, or if you're lying down, if you can, just rise. Please join us. Join these wonderful beings now. Brother Sergi, Mr. Michael Augustini, and Otka in Chile. Join us all now as we embark on this little journey of self-discovery. And please, if you can, smile often. We can use the smile as a gauge. It allows us to become aware and remind us if our movements are honest or not. If during this practice you find that certain movements are difficult or maybe painful, please smile honestly. Feel that smile and allow your movements to reflect this. Because if you do something that's overstraining, your face will reflect it. So just smile and then become more humble in your movements. Maybe your movements need to become a bit more slower. Maybe your movements need to become less grandiose. Just become more humbled. Yes. So please, join us. So from continuation from the last time that we was together, let me remind you all this. Here is our being, this body that you possess. From the crown to the root, the center of the being is located here, in the center, what we describe as the meeting point of heaven and earth, the lower dantian. Having the opposite of this is right here in the middle of the cranium, the middle of the atlas. This here is the upper dantian. And then between the upper and the lower, we have what we describe as the heart center. What we're trying to do here is to really remember to have all three in alignment. It's almost like you're on a pogo stick. And when you bounce, you want to always be coming vertical. So remind yourself to keep your eyes horizontal to the horizon. When you do thus, your cranium remains poised in the center. Likewise, this middle dantian, if you can, some of us are kind of like this, some of us might be here. What you do, imagine there is a circle in here, allow it to expand, allow it to expand, allow it to expand. And in the lower dantian, allow this to expand. The moment this expands, it reminds your hips to open. Around your hips to open. Yes, so if the lower dantian expands, the upper, this middle dantian, the heart, it opens, and let the upper dantian to be poised. So even from the side, you're still relatively just up and down like a ball. Yes? So for most of us, when we stand, for some reason, I don't know why, we lock our knees. So please, everyone, soften your knees and relax. Relax and let your body settle into its own saddle. Just find that little saddle. Have the intention just to let go. Have the intention just to let go. Just to let go. And once you let go and you find your saddle, let your heart open. And the moment your heart opens, the shoulder should go back. And the cranium, just keep everything horizontal to the horizon. Yes? Okay, let's do this together. Let's start rubbing the lower dantian. Big circles, yes? So open your heart. Open your heart. If you open your heart, your hips want to open as well. Open. Open. It's almost like we're on the water, isn't it? As you do this, it's almost like you're bobbing up and down in the water. It's almost like you're bobbing up and down in the water. On the side view here, if you open your heart, your shoulders go back. A lot of us, when we're on the seat for too long, we're like this. So, open. Open. All the while, just allow the breath to come and go. No need to control it. So remember, your limbs, your lower extremities, the legs, they're like free flowing roots. Whenever you feel like they're getting tension or they feel like something is blocking, there's nothing wrong with allowing you to shake your legs. Shake them in such a way that you're shaking from the hips and you feel every single muscle shaking. Every muscle is rattling around the bones. Every muscle is rattling around the bones. And then returns back onto the saddle. Find your body's saddle. It's like you're sitting in your own body. You're sitting on your own body. Open that heart. Open the heart. And also, remember, as the breath comes in, it makes sound. But so too, as the breath comes out, let the sound come. Let the sound reverberate from as low as you can. I'll give you an example. As you make this sighing sound, you will hear it reverberate within your own being. And it's very soothing. Let it be as deep as possible, this sound, but very in a relaxed manner. Open your heart. Open your heart. Allow your shoulders to stay down. Allow your shoulders to stay down. Allow your shoulders to stay down. Don't be afraid to make sound, okay? There's nothing to be ashamed of. As young babies, you will notice this. When a young baby is hungry, it will start to wail and cry, and it cries with its whole being. That's why as adults, when we hear a child cry, we know exactly what it wants. The sound that it makes is very telling. So as you do these movements and you feel ache or something, express the ache. Express it. As you're moving like this, imagine the ball is getting big and then small. But let everything sink inwards. Here's the center of being. There is a up and down, but just gentle. Let the tension melt away. Go at your own speed. That's it. Everyone go at your own rhythm. Follow your own natural rhythm. Make every movement count. Be one piece. Allow your body to be one hand. Let the lower dantian expand and contract. Let your heart expand and contract. Keep your atlas poised on the horizon. Okay, gently now, everyone. If you find that as you're coming up like this, your body wants to move, let it gently move in a direction that it feels like it needs moving. Let it gently move. Keep on finding the center. 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 That's it. Let the heart open. Find a natural rhythm. Find your natural rhythm. We're rising and we're slowly sinking. We're rising, slowly sinking. We're expanding, slowly contracting. Expansion and contraction. Expansion and then compression. Just slowly, circular movements. Allow your shoulders to be heavy. Open your heart. Allow the shoulders to be heavy. Open your heart. Allow the elbows to be circles. Allow the elbows to be circles. Allow the wrists to start forming circles. Become aware of your hips. Let everything settle. Soften your knees. Soften your knees. If you need to allow your limbs to shake, let them shake. Let them rattle. Let the energy trickle down. Let it rattle down. Even in this center position, you can rattle both of them at the same time. Let the muscles shake around the bones. Let the muscles shake around the bones. Good. Just take your time. And when you're feeling a bit more comfortable in this movement, you can start now to let the arms come out. circular. Let the elbows create circles. Let the wrists create circles. Rising and slowly sinking. Keeping everything, all the dantians aligned. Keeping all the dantians aligned. You do not need to go too low. Don't go too low. Just little here, maybe 1 centimeter, maybe half a centimeter, maybe 1 centimeter, maybe half a centimeter. It's okay. Don't need to go low. You're just trying to find your saddle. You're trying to find your saddle. Trying to find your saddle. Try to find your saddle. And these movements should be effortless. It's almost like you're not doing anything. Imagine you're under the water. As I'm doing these movements here, I'm trying to not create any splashing. And I'm moving my body as one piece. You don't want to create splashing in the water, so you move your limbs in such a way that it's almost like it's cutting through the water. Just gently. Whenever you feel tension, just let it trickle down. That's it, let it trickle down. Make the sounds that your body wants to make. Because if you go down too low, you'll start feeling tension in your lower back. It's because you've gone past the point. Just find a little saddle. Get a little seat. Sit in your pelvis. Sit in your body. Gently sitting, and then, yeah. Because what we're doing here, we're trying to improve the elasticity. For many of us, as we get older, we lose our bounce. That's it. So Ottka, try to keep your hands maybe down here. You see here? Right here. Maybe down here. Down here. Keep your elbows lower here. Try not to go too high at the moment, Ottka. Don't go this high. Come maybe here. Look, here is okay. So you're still feeling connected. Yeah, bring it low. Bring your hands lower. Open the heart, yeah? Open the heart. Open the heart. Yeah, open the heart. Rotate the elbows. Rotate. But be very gentle. It should be effortless. It should feel like you're not doing anything. The reason why our body starts to dismantle, start to erode, because many a times we are trying to hoo hard, or we skip out movements. We want to be able to move our body in such a way where it's effortless. Follow your own natural rhythm. Shake. Shake. Good. So these moves are very repetitive. The reason why we do this is we're doing it in such a way where you don't make the same mistake twice. It's all about letting go. It's all about letting go and really allowing your body to move as one piece. As one piece. And the only way really you could do that is if you could slow your movements down and you start noticing, wait a minute, Yeah, so find the center, the lower dantian, middle dantian, the heart. Let it open, find that center. Let your head just remain horizontal. That's it. Whenever you feel tension, just let it rattle. Rattle the muscles, rattle the muscles. Good. That's it, well done. Even the arms as well, like Michael's doing, just rattle them. You rattle them in such a way, look, I'm rotating. You see, I'm rotating here. So I let the muscles wrap around the muscle. Open the heart and just rattle. Open the heart, that's it. And just rattle. Rattle. Try rattling with both arms, Michael. Rattle from the center. Yeah, rattle from the center. Rattle both arms at the same time. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, rattle both arms at the same time. Okay, what I'm going to do now is just maybe encourage you guys just to become aware of your muscles. So what you're doing here is, yeah, you're just going to rattle. So I'm rotating like this. Yeah, I'm just rattling. I'm rotating. But do it in such a relaxed manner. Open the heart. Allow the breath to come and go. Find your saddle and just rattle, rattle. That's it. Just rattle. That's it. Just nice and gently. Yeah, just nice and gently. Otto, watch carefully. Look, rattle. Let's rotate like this. Yeah, don't do this just yet. Rattle like this. And what I'm doing, I'm rotating the elbow as well. I'm rotating the elbow, just rotating. If you open the heart, the shoulders will start rolling back. So you can start rolling the shoulders as well. You're rolling the shoulders. You're not lifting the shoulders up and down. You're rolling them. And if you allow the breath to come and go, each time incrementally, the chest is going to expand. The cavity, the lungs are going to slowly expand, so you get more of a rotation on the shoulders. Yeah, we're not lifting up. Don't lift up the shoulders. Let them shoulders drop. That's it. And likewise, you can shake. That's it. Well done. That's it. Well done. Okay, let's do the opposite now, yes? Before we was going up, let's go down. Open the heart. If you open the heart, the shoulders will go back. Just slightly find your saddle. Don't need to go too low down. A lot of people try too hard. Don't go too hard. Just slowly, like that. Just find a little saddle. Open your heart. As you're doing this, you can really engage. You can really feel where your ribs are. You can feel this gap. A lot of people have a gap here. When I say gap, it means they have no awareness of this area here. So really feel it. Feel how this is one piece. The hips start from here. But a lot of people have a gap right here. They have no awareness there. So just open your heart. That's it. Open. We're just encouraging the diaphragm to expand like this. We encourage the rib cage, everything to open. Yeah? Open that heart. If you find your arms are getting tired, once again, just give them a little shake like that. If you find your legs get tired, there's nothing wrong, just give them a shake. These are all roots. The arms are like branches, you know? Yeah. See, I don't go too low, yeah? See, I don't go too low. Don't need to go too low just yet. You're just trying to find your natural saddle. It's almost like I'm going maybe 1 centimeter. But remember, all of this is internal. Really look inwards. Look inside yourself. Look inside. It's all internal. Qigong's internal. Don't be distracted by what you look on the outside. You, the practitioner, you should look inward. Look inward. When you're able to practice like this by yourself and you can cultivate your own willpower, you become very, what we describe as just content inside your own being. You're less prone to being upset by other people's opinions of you. It's all internal, because I promise you the battle has always been within. Done. And now when you're ready again, start to add a little rotation, just a little one, just a little one. Just a little one, there we go, add a little rotation. Open the heart. The more your heart can expand, the more you can get this full rotation here. For many people, they're collapsing here. When they rotate, it's not full, it's kind of locked. So open the heart. Open our heart up so you can get more rotation. Open. Just incrementally, we're practicing here also to be compassionate, to be patient. See, these are all attributes that, for myself, in my opinion, is very important. It helps you to conduct yourself throughout life. Because we all know if you're too impatient, shit can happen. The shit can hit the fan. Over. Good. Over. That's it. And when you're ready, you can release the hands and let the hands express it once again. Let the branches express. So a lot of people, what I found in my experience so far, trying to show qigong, a lot of people find it difficult because they find it, one, too repetitive, and they just can't get a hang of letting go. They turn it into an exercise. But here is a practice to make things become effortless. Some people, for some reason, they think that it needs to be some kind of strain involved. It shouldn't be. Because here we're practicing internal. Because you want your organs and your internal systems to work effortlessly without any strain. This is what we, at the moment we are practicing, is still called soft qigong. Very effortless. It's learning how to yield, you know? Learning how just to let go so that then you can receive. Eventually, when you have understood or become fully embodying of this way of conducting yourself, then we can start practicing what we describe as hard qigong. And hard qigong now is when you use your body as like a disruptive force. But many people try to skip the soft and go straight to the hard, and they end up obliterating themselves. You see this, many people. Learn just to let go, just to yield. That's it. Allow all the dantians to remain in unison. So maybe you need to come a bit closer, it is. But eventually the center will be revealed. Open the heart. Open the heart. Some of you hear like this. Open the heart. Open the heart and then settle. Open the heart. Settle. Open the heart and settle. Open the heart and settle. Open the heart and settle. When you are able to practice these movements by yourself in your own time, eventually your movements will start becoming more what will look like externally bigger. But the whole principle is internally, the more relaxed you are inside, the more movement your body can give. A lot of us are all coiled up inside. So allow everything inside to relax. That's it. Whenever you feel strange, just let it rattle. Let the bones rattle. Let the muscles wrap around the muscles. Let the muscles wrap around the bone. Let them wrap around the bone. That's it. Well done, everyone. Okay, and let's include this now. So what we're going to do now is you're going to find your saddle. Just gently, it's a little bit, look, a little bit. So it's almost like you can't even see me going down. Just a little bit, just settle in. Because what it is, you want to do it in such a way where your pelvis, everything is square. For some of us, when we go too low, too quick, one side might be tight. So when you come down, you start going off one side, and then the middle dantian tries to go to one side. You know, you get like this kind of weird jigsaw. But if you just take your time and just settle gently, maybe half a centimeter, then everything can still be aligned. And that's the little bounce that we're trying to cultivate. Yeah? So please, everyone, from this point here, you're going to try to lift your elbows. Yeah? Keep your shoulders down. But look, my heart's going to open. My heart's going to open for me to lift it like this. My heart is going to open for me to lift it like this. And then I'm going to push down. My heart is going to open. Heart is going to open so I can put back down. Heart is going to open and I can put everything down. My heart is going to open and then find the saddle. From the heart and then find the saddle. Here. So you're keeping your elbows down, but then look, your hands are lifting up. Here. As you're doing this, you'll notice, a lot of you will start noticing there's tension all here. What we're doing here, we're really helping out to work on the low back, just to open up the diaphragm. Let the shoulders be heavy. Let the shoulders go back. Open the heart. If you open the heart, the shoulders will go back. Remember, it's like a ball, like a sphere. Sphere opens. Put it down. There. Open. I'm trying to be really gentle today. Was a couple of you have had like therapy sessions, so I don't want to disrupt it. Yeah. Well done. Right, and now in order for it to go higher, like if you want to go past this point here, you realize you must lift your chest to go higher. You must lift your chest to go higher. The chest goes higher, the heart opens wider, and you'll get this kind of like little curve here. But then remember, just to let your saddle down. To get higher, you have to go, see, now we're going a bit higher now. It's almost like you're lifting up towards your cranium, towards your head. It's almost like you're holding a camera. Yeah, yeah. So a lot of you feel a lot of tension. You feel stretchy on your lower back as you do this. If you raise your heart, you will feel a stretch in your lower back. And put it down. So you notice this? The heart opens, but the lower dantian, it opens as well. So even to raise higher, you need to open the heart to raise higher. Open the heart. Good. So now you can add open heart. Yes. So when we're doing this movement here, remember, let the hip rotate. It's like a door. Let's see, it's opening. Look at my shoulder and my hip. They're both moving in unison. My shoulder and my hips are moving in unison. And I'm pivoting on my heel. The reason I'm pivoting to my heel is because the whole leg wants to move. So it must pivot on something. You can be pivoting on the toes or the heels. See? Let the hips and the shoulders pivot at the same time. So if you do that, then the dantian, all three of them can still be in unison. See, it's like a door. Yes? So you raise and then pivot. It looks very like we're looking kind of robotic at the moment. So I want to really help you to be aware of the dantians. Just for now, it looks very robotic, but we'll add the circles in a bit. Yeah? That's what we're doing here, you see? Open from the heart. Open from the heart. Open from the heart. Open from the heart. Good. And if you want to now, then you can have the circle involved. See? Open from the heart, and the circle gets involved. Let everything pivot as one. It's like a door opening. Dantian, hello to Mr. Cat. Let everything pivot. It's almost like you're just whoosh. There's like a pole stuck in your head going down. Everything is still remains straight. Yeah, you can pivot. Open. That's it. It's one piece. One piece. And if you want to, like what Otka's been doing, now you can start opening the other leg up if you want to as well. So you can open. See, now I'm opening this way. In the beginning, I was opening it was a back one that I was turning. It was the back one that I was turning. Now you can open the other one. Keep everything in unison. So now this is circular. So now we're adding the circles. Circular. Circular. Find the center. Circular. Find the center. Open. Find the center. Open. Find the center. Open. Open the heart. Yeah, let the heart open. That's it. Keep all dantians nice and well postured. If you open the heart, the ribs will expand. Good. Well done. But now if you want to, you can pivot on the back, on the toes, on the toe, on the toe, on the toe, on the toe. On the toes. On the toes. On the toes. There we go, on the toes. Keep all dantians aligned. That's it, all dantians aligned. All dantians aligned. Circle. Yeah, so it's almost like you're underwater as well. You don't want to create any splashes. You don't want to create too much splashes now. You're just cutting through the water. I'm cutting through the water. Not just with the arms, but with also with the limbs, you know, with the roots at the bottom. The roots at the bottom are rotating. The hips are opening and closing. And then in your own time, do the opposite. Raise, open the heart, and do uplifters now. So we're raising the arms a bit higher now, isn't it? So open the heart. Open the heart. Open the heart. Settle. Open the heart. Settle. Open the heart. Settle. Open the heart and settle. When you're ready, open the heart, settle. So this is on heels. We're on heels as we're opening. Open the heart. Open the heart. Open the heart. Allow your body to make sounds, okay? Open the heart. Open the heart. Let the lower dantian sink just gently. Keep everything centered as possible. Open the heart. Open the heart. Open the heart. And then now in your own time, you start pivoting on the toes. On the toes. On the toes. Find the center. On the toes. Everything centered. I can see Michael's form has improved. Much more regal now. There we go. And I encourage you, when you can, watch back on your video just to see if you have improved. That's the time when you can contemplate, you know. But during practice, look internally during practice. And then when you're not practicing, then you can just watch. It's almost like you're watching yourself as if you're not yourself. So your opinion of yourself should be not just be neutral. You're not judging yourself. You're just saying, okay, oh wow, okay, so now it's moving like this now. Well done. Good. Okay, monkey see, monkey do. Yes? Just gently open, raising the heart. Yeah, expand the heart, expand the heart, expand the heart. And then, just remember we're going to side by side now. Yes. Keep all dantian straight as much as you can. All dantian straight as much as you can. That's it. Keep all dantian straight again. Find the center, and then going to one side. Open the heart. Find the center, and then go to the other side. Find the center. And even when you go to the side, you're still centered. It's almost like you have 80% on one side, having 20% on the other side. Find the center. 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 Open the heart. Open the heart. Open. And then, open the heart. Keep the shoulders down. Find the center. That's it. Let all dantians be nice and posed. That's it. Keep everything posed. Find the center. So you just continue. I just want to show you, look, my dantian, everything is nice and centered. That's what I'm doing. Just showing you. So you continue doing, like, open, find the center, find the center, find the center, find the center, find the center. You'll notice eventually where your hands meet in the middle, they start going a bit wider. In the beginning, they might be here. That's nothing wrong with that. But here is okay. See, that's nothing wrong with that. But eventually, as your heart opens wider, the reach becomes a bit wider. So it kind of meets you on the side. Find the center, yeah? So many people don't be like this. Don't go, like this. Yeah, you got to offer a lot of people when they do it, they kind of go too far wide. Don't go too far wide. Make sure everything is still nice and composed. You're always centered, 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 centered. And don't need to go down too low. If you go down too low, some of you might start finding pain in your knees. You're not ready yet. Just go a little bit, okay? Here is okay. Here is okay. See, this is okay. Not too wide in the beginning. But as you start practicing more in your own time, maybe in a week's time or maybe in a month's time, you can go a bit wider. It's all about being compassionate to your body. You, the driver, and the body are now working together. You're dancing together. You're no longer holding on to the reins. Just finding the center. Finding the center. Have it in your own time. Go the opposite. Open the heart. Open the heart. Open the heart. So a wise man opens his heart to all things. So in your movements, open your heart to all movement. Let the low dantian sink. Open the heart to all movements. When you do this now, you start noticing that all dantians start sinking together. And then in your own time, again, find the center. And then gently, one side 80%, other side 20%. Find the center again. Other side 80%, 20%. Find the center. And then 80, 20. Find the center. Open the heart. Find the center. Open the heart. Find the center. Open the heart. That's it. Just gentle. That's it. Good. And do as Ottokar's doing. Whenever you feel there's tension building up, there's nothing wrong. Just shaking it out, allowing everything just to shake out. If you find that you need to do this, do it in a compassionate way. That's it. Not too overzealous. I'm rattling in such a way where all my muscles are wrapping around the bones. I'm rotating my arms in such a way where the triceps, the biceps, everything just rattling around the bones. Like that. And then when you're ready, just continue. Just gently let everything be. Yeah, everything's still centered. It looks like I'm not. Try to make it so it's effortless. Just gentle. Centered. And then one side. Just really helping to make your foundations firm and also balance. Just finding the center. It's like a ball bouncing. It's all internal. All internal. All internal. All done. So now I want to introduce to you another thing now, okay? So we're going to continue doing this, but I will do it from the side so you can see what's happening. You're going to take one step forward, and you're going to find the center, find the center, find the center. Just one little step forward, and most of the weight is on the back leg. Yeah, so now most of the weight is on the back leg. Most of the weight on the back leg. The front leg now, just allow it to come from the hip, extend from the hip, and to be as even as possible. Don't go step too far ahead. If you step too far ahead, you might hurt your knees. So maybe here's okay. But in such a way where you can still sink. See, I'm sinking into it. I'm sinking into it. And open. Yes, good. And when you're ready, as you come back, the heel goes up. As you go down, let the heels go, the foot go down. It's up. And then, a lot of you are going to start getting tired of this one very quick. A lot of people, these muscle groups that we're working on at the moment, get very tired. Yes, you get tired, return back to the center again, and then step forward. Just gentle step. Put all the weight on the back leg, so the front leg becomes very lucid. Yes. Open the heart, and as you open the heart, you can lift the heel up and then put it down. Open the heart. Just do it. And when you feel tired, go to the other side again. Good. Open this. And then now I want to introduce you another thing that's involved in this movement. So here we are lifting up, and then as you come, step forward. Lifting up, and then step forward. So all the weight now is on the front. See, all the weight is on the front, all the weight is on the back. Yeah, so 80% forwards, then 80% back, 80% forward, 80% back, 80% forward. Good. So remember to open the heart. Open the heart. See, open the heart. And then you can open the heart. When you open the heart, you start feeling a stretch all the way down. Open the heart. And then down. Open the heart. And then down. Keep your dantians all straight as possible. Don't go too far back like this. Yeah, keep everything straight. Yeah, keep everything straight. Yeah, everything is still straight. Yeah. Yeah. Don't lean back. All you're doing is just distributing weight on the back leg, pulling up, and then you distribute the weight to the front leg. But the body remains still straight. All the dantians are still uniform. That's it. And then in your own time, you can step back in the middle, find the center again. And then once again, one little step forward, distribute everything to the front, 8% back. Yeah, this, that, and then, yeah. There. There. Good. Let the body remain straight. Open the heart. So the back still straight. Low dantian, middle dantian, upper dantian. Everything is just in union, in line with each other. If you move your head far back, then it starts becoming like a diagonal. The spine becomes diagonal. But you let all the dantians to move in unison, it just remains like a pole. It's almost like you're gliding. That's it. There we go. And when you lift your heel up like this, don't try too hard. Do it in such a way where it feels comfortable, you see, until it's comfortable. No need to put too much effort. And then once again, if you want to make sure that the legs are lined, you could just look at the front leg because there's no weight on it. You could just shake it to make sure it's nice and straight. Yeah? And then once again, you can step into it and then back. And likewise, when you're on the front leg now, to make sure the back leg is straight, look, you can shake it for the hips again. Hips, there, and then place it back down, and it's straight again. Yeah? Good. Just nice and effortless. Yeah, don't, there we go. There we go. So brother surgeon, maybe come a bit closer, make your steps a bit closer, don't go too far. If you go far here, it gets, lots of people can't do this shit. Come a bit here maybe, so your back can still be straight. So your back can still be straight. You see, it's like what I'm doing is this, see? I'm still straight. That's it, well done. There. And then in your own time again, find the center. And then put the step into it. Yes, step. Find a good alignment. And you come back here. When you're on the back leg, you can find the right alignment for the front leg. All the weight's on the back. And then step. When you're on the front leg, you can find the correct alignment to the back. The more you do this, you're going to start to make your movement, your step, much more even. Well done. Open the heart. Open heart. One piece. 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 You practice this often, you start hearing clicks and clacks. So for people who have problems with their knees and things like this, all these movements that we've been doing so far will help you out. But the main thing is to really open your heart in such a way where your dantians are all in uniform, you know. Don't go too big. Look, see, if I go too big, see, now my middle dantian's too big. So it's too far. I'm just being very honest, very humble, yeah. I'm not being too generous. You know, I just give what I can. Yeah, for now, and then, yeah, good. And then please now, in your own time, we'll do the opposite, yes? So now we do the opposite, now we do this. So it's a lunging forward now, so yeah. So open, yeah, open. And then in your own time again, you're gonna step, and then, so now, because we're going forwards now, you're going to step and let the back, you see here, now we're stepping. When you're, there we go, here we go, that's it. That's it, find the center. Yes, if you want to adjust your front leg, let the weight go on the back so you can wobble the muscles around. Yeah, that's well done, Michael. So you can wobble the muscles around, and you can step, and you go onto your toes. So you see it, and you can wobble those around. And then once again, open the heart. 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 Good. And then in your own time, when you're ready, this is the proper way to do it. You see, open the heart so you can pivot like how I did. Open the heart. Once again, open the heart. It's all from the, yeah, if you want to line this, the leg, put the weight on the back and then move it from the hip, And then you can be lined, and then on the front, put all the weight on the front, move it from the hip. Good, and then you can, well done. Well done. So, and also the reason why I lifted up the toes here, for a lot of you, you find this kind of hard. After a while, when you do this, then it can become a nice, firm, straight. It can be straight. But for now, if you can't make it straight, it's okay for it to be like this. But after a while, the stance becomes wider, then it can remain straight. If it's close to this, it needs to be a bend in the toes. But as we get further out, it becomes flat. You see, it becomes flat when it comes further out. But for now, let's just be humble and just do what our body allows us to do. That's it, open the heart, open. Well done. Then in your own time, you can pivot. That's it, well done. That's it, keeping all your dantians nice and aligned. Keeping all your dantians nice and aligned. Well done. Good. Well done. And now everyone, monkey see, monkey do, yes? So now we can start introducing, remember the cloud hands, yeah? Cloud hands, just the beginnings of it. Find your dantian, open the heart, just alternate, just gently. Open the heart. Open the heart. That's it. Well done. Open the heart. That's it. So, brother Sergi, try to reach down here. You see, I'm reaching down towards my. Say, it's almost like you're rubbing your own genitalia if you want to. Yeah, it's going downwards. Reach downwards. Open heart and reach downwards. Yeah, down. Yeah, reach down. Yeah, it's almost like going towards the hips. Reach down. Open the hearts. Yeah, that's it. Well done. That's it. And you'll notice there is a circle here. When you do the cloud hands, you can really feel if one side is tighter than the other. So people mention the psoas. There's a band down here. There's a diaphragm down here as well. When we do exercise like this so far, we're also helping to open that lower diaphragm. That's probably what the West mean by the lower dantian. Because the West, they're very aware that we have three diaphragms as well. We have a diaphragm down here, which is like what describes as psoas. We have a diaphragm here, which is at the bottom of the lungs. But also we have a diaphragm here, just right underneath the vocal cords. So it's interesting to see how like the cultures are describing the same thing but use different names. I said, open the heart. Well done. Open the heart. And when you're ready, open the heart. Let's just keep the hands low for the moment, yeah? Don't go too high, Otakar. Don't go up here just yet. Stay low here first, yeah? Yeah, low here. Don't go high up here just yet, with your shoulders are still need to warm up this movement. That's it. Keep it low. Keep the cloud hands low for the time being. Yeah, cloud, low. Well done. That's it. And then in your own time again, what you're going to do is to, remember, in your own time, once again, just get the cloud hands involved in this pivot. That's it. Follow your own rhythm. Keep all the dantians open. Remember to open the heart. Open the heart. Leave the heart open as you do these movements. Leave the heart open. Well done. Keep the dantians nice and pivot. That's it. Keep it open. Well done. Keep it open. And then in your own time, go on to the toes. Toes. In your own time. Toes. In your own time. Toes. In your own time. Good. Try to see how we're trying to sync your shoulders with your hips here, you see? We're trying to help you to sync your shoulders with your hips. Keep the heart open. Keep the heart open. And then look, it's like a door. Once again, it's like a door. But with cloud's hands, there's a crossing. It's like a figure 8, you know? It's like an infinity sign. We use the cloud hands to transition movements. It's a transitioning movement. So right now we're doing these, that's it, like these internal or these inverted or introverted cloud hands. That's it. And then keep your heart open. Good. Keep your heart open. Keep your heart open. And then now, please, once again, you have find your saddle. I'm going to introduce what we just did early on. We're going to have 1 foot forward. Yes. 1 foot forwards, and then cloud hands. Good. Cloud hands. Yeah. You'll notice each session, if you guys keep on practicing, I can really show you more. I can show you more. Keep the heart open. Cloud hands. Keep the heart open. Keep the heart open. Cloud hands. Keep the heart open. Let all the dantians be in unison. Follow your own natural rhythm. But if you can do it slowly in the beginning, so you can readjust your steps to see if they're solid, if they're relaxed, it should be effortless. It becomes really effortless when you allow your body to move as one piece, you know. There's no longer pulling, there's no like tension anywhere. That's it. But in your own time, return back to the center, cloud hands, and then you can step back again. Good. That's it. Keep your heart open. Let all of the dantians be in union. Let them be posed. Be poised, sorry. That's it. See, most of the weight is in the front, and then most of the weight is in the back. Most of the weight in the front. If some of you can't keep your back leg straight when you do this, there's nothing wrong with letting your toes go forward as well. As long as you're still straight. Yeah, if some of you can't have your back leg straight, it's no longer right having it your toes on your toes. But keep all the dantians nice and posed. That's it. And then when you're ready, you can just pivot to the other side. Whoop! This is the proper way to do it. That's it. Cloud hands. Keep your heart open. Well done. Cloud hands. Be nice that, you know, in the beginning I can just go straight away to certain movements. Because if you can practice in your own time, it means I don't need to start with what we have already learned. Because what I'm showing you here are all pieces of the form. There's a form at the end that you do, and it incorporates all these movements. So we're, like I described before, you imagine a roll of film that has 30 frames. We want each frame to be present as you're moving. So right now we're doing actually all the little frames, but there's another form. This is all comprising of a big form. I'm just teaching you guys all the little movements in between. Good. And in your own time, you can turn. Open the heart. Open the heart. See, one piece. One piece. See, one piece. One piece. One piece. All one piece. If you allow all the dantians to be united, if everything is in union, it becomes one piece. This is how you push. Yeah, don't go too far. If you go too far here now, don't go too far just yet. Right now, we're just being humble with our movements. At this height here, this is the furthest you want to go. If you want to push your hands further, you need to let the bottom reflect. You see? But at the moment, here is okay. One piece. One piece. One piece. And when you're ready again, you can turn. One piece. One piece. One piece. Keep the heart open. Keep the heart open. Keep the heart open. One piece. One piece. One piece. One piece. See, the reason why I remind you guys to lift the feet up like this is just for like a martial arts standpoint. Just like when you can be ready to do another move. If your feet are flat like this, you're kind of locked. It's more for pulling. You see, it's pulling. But if I leave on my heels now, then I'm ready to do something else. You see? So just for now, like this, that's it. Well done. And then now, let's return again. Do cloud hands now the opposite way. Reach from down here. It's almost like you're reaching for your own testicles, man. But leave your heart open. Leave your heart open. It's almost like you're reaching for your own testicles. Leave your heart open. That's it, well done. Down here. There, well done. And you guys will notice with this movement here, it's like I described to you, it's like the infinity sign. Your whole body is like an infinity sign, you know. This is how we get all these kind of these movements here. But for now, so now we're doing the opposite way, isn't it? Yeah. So reach down, open the heart. Oh, open the heart. Open the heart. Open the heart. Well done. And then when you're ready, if you're feeling more comfortable, now start introducing. So just for now, remember, keep it low. Don't go too high up just yet. Just keep it low so you give your body time to get used to this movement. Yeah, keep it low like this. Open the heart. Open the heart. So these are now outverted cloud hands. Yeah, you see that we're going outwards now. Before we was going inwards. These are now going outwards cloud hands. Outward cloud hands. In a martial arts perspective, this here is more for like pushing away now. You see, it's like more for pushing away. Up here is pushing, but when you come here and you grab inwards. Yeah, that's it. So keep it open. Keep your heart open. Yes, well done. And then once again, in your own time, find the center, then open. Find the center, then open. Find the center, then open. Keep the heart open. Let all the dantians be united. One piece. One piece. One piece. Keep the heart united. Let all the dantians be in union. In your own time, find your own natural rhythm. Find your own natural momentum. See, my body at the moment, when I do these outwards ones here, I find it more taxing than the other side. I'm being very honest. So I'm having just to, for the time being, move a bit more slowly so I can make sure that I'm not missing out on movements. See, when you practice with self-honesty, it's like a loving thing, you know, very loving. It's how you practice to be compassionate. So we start by being honest, and after honesty comes compassion. And when you become compassionate now, then you can start to become very loving. Lots of people don't know what love is, you know. But I always say, start with honesty. Honesty could be something like, you can ask yourself, can I fly? That's a very obvious one, and the answer to that is no, I cannot fly. But then the more you practice, you start saying, have I been breathing properly? And you must go within, and you realize the answer is, oh, maybe not. So when you start to work from there, you start realizing, wait a minute, the movements that I'm doing, are they honest? Am I just doing it for show? Or is it really coming from a good, centered place? There we go. So now my body's starting to get used to this again. Look, now I'm becoming more fluid. Yeah, I'm not an angel, like I say. I'm not a saint. I'm like all you guys, everyone here. Just that the only thing that I feel very humbled and feel very blessed is, as a young child, I was introduced to this kind of way of conducting oneself. This Ly Chi Gung is all about the way you conduct yourself. I was saying to Michael yesterday, it's almost like learning to ride a bike. In the beginning, it seems very difficult because you might be thinking too hard about it. But if you just really go with the feeling, go inward, and then once you get it, oh my gosh, it's like riding a bike. So these movements here that I'm showing you, they're just really helping you just to learn to let go, let the ego let go. It really highlights facets of your own psyche that you are maybe deluding yourself with, you know. So we start to become humbled by the movements. We use such things as watching the breath to allow the breath to come and go as a way to help us, to remind us to become more humbled. Well done. And then in your own time again, you could pivot from the toes, yeah, in your own time. See, once again, I'm finding this movement difficult, so I have to slow down. I have to slow down. There we go, here. Yeah, so now you're pivoting from your toes. There we go, that's it, I got it now. So it took me a few times to really work out what I was trying to do there. So it means that my body at the moment is disconnected with this movement. There we go. There we go. Starting to feel it now. It's like there we go. Just take your time. But once you get it, you get it. There we go. There we go. There we go. You see, I got it now. There we go. There we go. Open the heart. Let all the dantians be united. Open. See, what we're doing here is getting the shoulders and the hips to be united as well. All these movements. You see, if you have the upper dantian, lower dantian, everything gets united. It takes time. It takes time. And there we go. So this one's, most of us will find a bit difficult. Well done. And then now in your own time, once again, yes, you're going to find this, you should be in your saddle anyway, you're in your saddle, one step forward, yes, and then now, and then back, and then forward, and from the side. Yeah, good. Keep the heart open. Good. See, this one's more like it's pulling away. Before we was pushing forward, remember, we was doing this, but now we're pulling back. Yeah, you see? Open the heart. Keep the heart open. Well done, everyone. Well done. Well done. Well done. And when you're ready, you can go the other way. Well done. That's it. So the circles are going outwards now. Circles are going outwards. Cloud hands are outwards. That's it. 80% forward and then 80% behind. Every now and then, if you need to restructure, there's nothing wrong with having a little pause and then shaking the back, having a pause, and maybe shaking the front, so your steps become much more firm. Well done. So this movement for now might seem very alien to you, but if you practice it, after a while you will get it. After a while you will get it. That's it, in your own time. See, there's nothing wrong with like maybe just staying front leg for a bit, you know, and then you can practice to be on the hind leg for a bit, just so you kind of get the movement. And then front leg, nothing wrong with shaking. If you can, you can place your legs nice and straight if you can, but remain poised. But if not, there's nothing wrong with having your hind leg slightly bent like this. Then back. My body's starting to feel like it wants to go faster now. my spine's really warmed up. That's it. It's outwards, outwards, outward circles, outward circles. If you keep your heart open now, it's outward circles, but the shoulders kind of go back, you know, so the elbows kind of go back, because your heart's open. It's how we get the torsion involved. You know? Well done. Well done. So now my body's now starting to feel the motion of this now. Well done. Yes, we go to the center. Let's see how everyone's looking. Well done. Okay, monkey see, monkey do now, everyone. Yeah. Yeah, watch. So this is similar to cloud hands, but not cloud hands. You see, now it's almost like we're rowing. So remember to bring your heart up, yeah? So now we're encouraging now the hands to go a bit higher. Bring your heart up. Yeah, expand your heart. Hands go low, then they go here. Hands go low, and they go here. I'm just holding, like, if you want to hold fists, imagine you're holding like peaches or eggs or something. Don't squeeze tight. Okay, maybe do this, open at the top, and open at the top. Yes, it goes low. It's almost like you remember, so we're reaching past your hips, yeah? Past your hips, then up, past your hips, then up. Well done, that's it. Past your hips, and then up. If you leave your heart open now, you will start getting more of a torsion, yeah, guys? That's it. Keep your heart open, and you start getting more of a torsion now. There we go. Ah, well done, Michael. That was so much better. That's it. Keep your heart open. And there you go, you start really feeling it. There, that's it. And it goes low, and then up. Low. See, here, it's from the heart. See, I'm pulling from the heart here, and then I go around, and I bring down. Pull from the heart up here, and then down. Pull from the heart. The heart opens, look. The heart's always open. Keep the heart open. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. And once again, I can step, whoosh. Yeah, I'll do it again from the side so you can see. All the dantians are nice and straight, and then I can step. You see? And then you can go back to the center, and you can step. Keep the dantians all poised. Go to the center, and then step. From the center, and step. Keep the heart open. Find the center. Step. There. It is one piece. One piece. So now please let the hip rotate. Let the hip rotate. Let the hip rotate. Let it rotate with the shoulder. Let it rotate with the shoulder. Keep the heart open. Let the hip rotate. Look, the hips rotating. Good. Good. And then find the center. Both feet together, and then step. Let the hip rotate. Let the hip rotate. Let the hip rotate. Let the hip rotate. That's it. So what is your hind leg? You'll notice as you come round this way, let the hind leg, the hip, rotate outwards, and then rotate it back to turn back round. Let the hip at the back rotate outwards, and then close, out, and then close. Let it rotate, open, and then close. Yeah, let me show you. I'm pointing to where it's opening. Look, the hips open and the hip close. Hips rotating. Look here. Whoosh. See? Rotate. 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 Good. When you're ready, you can do the other side. Rotate. 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 Keep the dantians all open, all in unison. All in unison. Ah, yes. That's it. Let the back leg, let the hip open and then close. Hip open and then close. But rotate. Yeah, the heart is open. So this movement, once again, if you do it correctly, it will look like the figure of 8, like the infinity sign again. It's indefinite. It's like a circle. It just doesn't it never stops. There's a momentum and a rhythm. And you do it correctly, look, this becomes effortless. Becomes effortless. And then when you're ready, put it to the other side, rotate. So in martial arts, this is where we get our power from when we do, like, we want to do Ly Chi Gung. It's how you start developing to open the channels, let the river flow. So eventually, if you want to project energy out from the inside, the energy comes from the core. And there's an explosive outward or an explosive inward. So it's all internal stuff. Well done. Some of you might hear clicks and clacks, but just be gentle. You want the clicks and clacks just to happen, like, without you even really realizing, like just nice and leisurely. Good. And then when you're on time, rotate. That's it, rotate. See, so far we haven't really lifted the elbows past the heart, You've just been keeping the elbows below the heart. Because we're helping now just to get your torsion back. Once that is connected, then we can start lifting the elbows past that point. But for now, all the movements so far that I've been showing you is keeping the elbows below. Well done. And then find the center again. That's it. Keep your dantian and everything in uniform. In uniform. Well done. And then when everyone's ready, find your own natural stop. Let it stop. Let it stop. Let it stop. And have a little rattle and roll. That's it. Well done. So this one, let's do this now. This to help everyone. Once again, you're going to gently reach back towards the traps. It should be nice and warm now. So you're just gently pulling onto those muscles like this. Pulling on, pulling on, pulling onto those muscles. And then now, please gently let your head go back. Let your heart open. Let your heart open. And then what you're going to do now, you're just going to allow the breath to come and go. Let the heart come and go. Oscar, be careful not to put your head too far back. Yeah, be careful not to put your head too far back. It's very tempting. Oscar, raise your elbows a bit higher. There. That's more like it. See, Oscar, yeah? So where you are that now, hold it like that. Yeah, you see, that's more natural now. Before you was down here and you was doing this. Yeah? Now you're here and you're doing this. So now there's a natural kind of, you see my dantian is still kind of poised. You see, I'm not too here. It's like I'm flopping back. But this posture here, my dantian is still relatively straight, and I'm just slowly, I'm lifting up my chin gently, you see? But what it is here, we're lifting the elbows up now past the dantian, past the middle dantian, just to open this up. And what you're going to do, lift the elbows up like this, yeah? And then just breathe. And you can pull here as well, in this position here. Pull for the muscles to go forward. Yeah, pull for the muscles to go forward. The traps, yeah, that's it. Don't put your head too far back, Yaltika. Yeah, that's it. Keep pulling. There's me tension, all that kind of stuff. You feel it, tension. If you do this often, eventually you'll feel more relaxed, and then you could just hold this posture here. Align all three dantians. Just breathe. Just breathe. In and out, and eventually, somewhere down in your lower back, especially Ottika, especially Sergi, in this posture here, you keep breathing. Somewhere lower down in your lower back here, you're gonna feel that there's tension held there. You can hold that, and then you're gonna just gently rock at that point where there's tension. It's gonna click clack there, and then hold this posture, just keep breathing, and let the tension go downwards. Let the tension go downwards. Yeah, that's it. You might want to bring your legs a bit, your knees a bit closer, Ottika. Yeah, that's it. That's better. Yeah. So remember, don't put your head too far back. If you put your head too far back, your upper dantian is going too far back. What we're doing here is we're allowing now this area here to open up. Yeah. And it's a good sign, like the more you could do this more freely, that means now the shoulders are more relaxed. And you pull, you breathe, and as the air goes, you can pull these muscles forward. There. And then some of you might also want to hold here as well. You see here, these muscles here. There's a massive muscle that runs from here down the neck here. A lot of people, this gets tight as well. So if you hold on to that, and once again, you can massage it or pulling. I'm affecting the microphone here, but pulling that, you know, like this. Breathe in. Breathe to expand and like that. Just gently like that. And you'll notice that your neck will start loosening up. Just remember, whenever you do qigong washing, just be very gentle. It's almost, you know, when we do qigong, everything's very gentle. Don't try to get everything done in one day. You know, you might want to do this often throughout the day. And eventually these muscles will get much more relaxed. And you'll notice that your shoulders will be able to just to settle lower like this. That makes sense? Let me just quickly now teach you, because a lot of you are also tight down here. You see here, a lot of you are also tight down here in the glutes. What you could do here is just gently bong. Just gently bong. And you do it in such a way where it's almost like you allow the muscle to shake. Like that. This combined with the rattling of the knees, you're going to really allow the tension to trickle downwards. All the glutes. In particular, what we're working on here is the gluteus maximus here. If you tap near the sacrum, if you tap near the tailbone here, you're going to access like the medius here. Just gently out. I mean, include that rattling here, which you want to really relax these glutes. The reason why our hips become very tight for many of us is one, stagnation, but also if you sit down, the muscles start compressing, and that's why you find it hard to find your saddle. You find it hard to find the saddle. Just give yourself a shake. Well, we've gone over time once again, but qigong is a very slow practice. What it is I'm teaching you guys all these little forms. Brother Sergi already has been learning the 8 brocade, but eventually it becomes one piece. Eventually becomes something like similar to this. See, at the moment, most of you can't do this movement here, was a lot of you are not connected here. Yeah, but eventually it becomes this. Let me just show you quickly the 8 brocade, okay? Let me just show you quickly the 8 brocade. Because once you've done all this preparation that so far that I'm showing you, you'll be able to do these movements that I'm doing here. I'm just doing this one because my body needed it. And then from this point here, I need to fall home. You see, so what I just showed there is the 8 brocade. But everything that we're doing so far would lead up to that. You see what I mean? Because for many people, can't do this properly yet. The reason why here is not connected. So far, everything that I've been showing you is prepping you to go towards the 8 brocade. Do you understand what I mean? So is there any questions that you guys would like to ask? And please put up your hand and then unmute yourself and talk, okay?
All good on my side. It was really good. I really liked it. Slow pace, inside. Really good.
Yeah, Michael, you can really see the difference. So Michael had a session with me yesterday, and at the end of the session, I showed Michael some things, and it clicked. So today, if you have been following along the videos, you'll notice that Michael's movements there are so much more different. They're much more richer, you know. They're much more calmer, isn't it, Michael? They're less, as we say, less egoic. You become much more humbled in the way you move, and you'll see that when Michael got it, he was like, "Whoa, why is it so easy?" It was like effortless. And it should be effortless. When we try too hard, it's too much ego. The ego, for some reason, I don't know why, it was always trying to make it like some kind of challenge or something. I don't understand. But if you think about it, it's a reflection of your internal organs. Your organs, they work the most optimum when there is no resistance, when everything is working in union. But if I'm now thinking that, oh, what I need to do is maybe like break something harder or something like this is a reflection of your internal organs. Your internal organs at the moment are working too hard. You see, there's always a reflection. So I always say to people, the battle has always been within. So during qigong practice or Ly Chi Gung practice, it's always practice to be peaceful, man. Always, there's no opponent. But eventually, I can show you guys 8 brocade. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm willing to show you along the way, you know. So if you can practice all these things in your own time, but then you guys will notice before I appear on these videos, I'm watching you. You know, all that stuff. There is a reason for this. I'm just watching the way you're conducting yourself. And then as the session starts, I start doing things that I feel the whole group in general needs. But the more that I can see people are moving on, we can start moving, you know, to different things. And I'm sure you guys have noticed today, we've done things that you haven't done last class. You see how it's slowly changing, isn't it? But anyone else got any questions? So no more questions. Brother Sergi, you okay? Oh, Brother Sergi, you want to speak?
I want to share. Last week, and I found quite interesting to do qigong on the dance floor. Just all same what we done on the video, just on the floor when music was playing, and it was quite awesome. You know, I was like, I don't know, just want to share. It's easy, you know, with the music for me, easy to do movement, you know, and I'm like dance, and same time I still keep going practice, you know.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, brother. Brother Sergi has mentioned something quite important, you know. In the beginning, if you find that you don't have the motivation, what I tend to do is sometimes, you know, I suffer from mental health. You know, sometimes I have issues myself, and I'll go through periods where I don't have the motivation to practice. I'm being very honest with you guys. What I tend to do is I have a playlist. There's a playlist that I specifically created as a way to trigger within myself to practice motivation, to practice. So maybe I can recommend for you guys at home. You can create a playlist for yourself, one that motivates you, and pick the song in such a way where it's almost like a sequence. So I give example in my playlist. In the beginning, it starts very gentle, and then as the journey progresses, and it is a journey, the momentum starts getting a bit more quicker. You know, there's more sounds and whatnot. So I recommend for you guys, as Brother Sergi says, maybe introduce some kind of music to your practice. And then what you do is now, when you wake up in the morning, that's your ceremony, that's your routine. Because then now you don't need no one else to encourage you to do it. And if you do this, hopefully, after a while, you will not need that music. Because eventually that's what you're trying to go towards, where you don't need no reminder. Because by then, hopefully, you could go outside into nature and, nature is such a beautiful audience to practice qigong in, as we know, isn't it? So I hope that bit of gold dust that Brother Sergio has just shared is going to help you guys. Does that make sense, doesn't it? Yeah. So I really recommend it. For some of you, it might be some kind of like image or something. I don't know, something that you could use for yourself to help you to motivate. Is really important. And remember, it's some kind of journey. It's some kind of journey inward. That's the most important thing. Because the more you go internally, because qigong is an internal practice, an internal martial arts, the more you're able to go internally, the more you can understand what makes you you. And if you're able to do that, whoa, there's nothing in this world externally outside of you can affect you in any way unless you want it to affect you. And this, we're talking about psychology here. Yeah? I hope that helps. So has anyone got any more questions? No. So, dear viewers, I want to...
All good, man. Thank you.
Okay, Otka. So let's send a massive shout out and big hugs and loves to Brother Michael Augustini. We have Brother Sergi here, and also Brother Otka, who is at the moment in Chile. He's gone out there for I don't know how long, but it's so wonderful that he was able to join us today. And for likewise to everyone at home, thank you for being here. But brothers, I want to say goodbye to you now, and I want to address the audience. Take care, bros.
Thank you.
Thank you. And there we have it. Today's session has gone on quite some time. I want to share with you, with everyone that's watching now. Like I mentioned, I go through my own things as well. You know, I have mental health issues as well, and my family tradition, Ly Chi Gung, really helps me. There was a time in my life when I stopped practicing it, and I became crazy. You know, this world that we live in is very chaotic. You know, we can all agree with this. But if you can find some kind of practice that helps you with your mental health, your wellness, your well-being, you're not just only helping yourself, you're helping those around you as well. Thank you so much for joining today. You know, thank you for sticking with it if you have been, and continuing on with this journey of self-discovery. And if you found this video helpful and you're able to, please help a brother out, make a donation, pay it forward. But until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, I bid you farewell, and until the next time, I'm the avatar known as Tao Chi Kai. Beautiful.
Wow.